You know the typical organizational structure, right? It looks like a slow, heavy, sluggish monster. But in fact, there's lots of action going on inside. Why? Because of the almost universal concept that it is better to be on an upper level than on a lower one. So most of us want to get up. You have seen it many times, or you know somebody who has. The guy above must like his position a lot, and he is ready to defend it at any price. He might have also managed to imprison his direct reports, so all is safe, at least for Mr. King of the Jungle. Going up means less space. It is true for a mountain, it is true for a pyramid, and it is also true for an organization. That leads to sometimes dirty tricks of those who are going for that space. In the best case, your boss is not even blocking you from getting up, but all the structures are so fragile and sensitive that any move is kind of a tricky situation. By the way, most companies that don't want to allow change are built like that by design. Solid boxes, fragile connecting lines, like a hanging bridge which you really don't want to step on. So how can one make a career at all? Shall HR department not fix it somehow? Typically, HR offers a ladder to make career in a company structure. A ladder is quite a practical tool, so why not? The problem is that the ladder offered by HR are often useless. Well, sometimes they want it to be useless, so you use them less, so there is less work for HR and less cost, etc., etc. There are globally 4 proven ways to make a ladder useless. Let's look at them. A ladder is useless if it's too short. It simply doesn't reach the upper box. Or it is too soft, too weak to even stand on its own, let alone to carry you. Sometimes it is oversized. Ladder rungs are so far apart from each other that it is impossible for you to step up. Finally, a tactic very popular in big international companies with matrix organizations. They split the ladder like they split the responsibility and accountability between 2 people, so none of them can really use it. Now, the HR and the top management are aware of the shortcomings of such a system. Therefore, they offer a remedy too. Let's look at the 4 cases again. They know that the ladder is too short, so they ask you to expand your box. Hey, you are more important than you think, they tell you. So a bigger box needs a shorter ladder. Of course, nobody can blow up the box, so what happens typically is a fight, frustration, and waste of energy, not to mention the casualties. They know that the ladder is too soft, too weak, so they offer alternative career like expert path, job rotations, or switching departments. So it feels like you are moving a lot, but you are not moving up. Typical reaction of the employees is the defense. Ladders became fences. If the ladder is oversized, they offer kind of sub-ladders, little tiny career steps. Reaction? Lack of big picture, focus on small stuff, a culture of plenty unimportant, non-synchronized and random dancing around. In case of a split ladder, they install committees who use tons of meetings, protocols and escalations to talk about how to climb a split ladder, which is in fact not possible unless you are a circus acrobat. And circus it is. It leads to cross-silo political coalitions to preserve business silo thinking. So what to do if pushing yourself up doesn't work? What about pulling? Get a rope and pull yourself up. For how it works, please check the leadership movie. What's the rope? Your presentation is a rope. Your idea can be a rope. Your complaint, your feedback, your overtime before a deadline. Anything that you can hand to your boss to pull yourself up. Easy, right? It still can go wrong though, so avoid the following. This looks like a burnout. Don't make it too complicated. Don't play it too safe. Don't confuse your boss. Don't get your ego in the way. Timing is key. Make it your effort, not his. You must be joking. Get real. Career is not about egoistic protection of ownership. Career is a teamwork.